All right, welcome everyone to Miracle Morning Mastermind. This is a part of our level 4 coaching program, and our level 2 VIPs have access to this resource right now. Welcome everyone. I'm Coach Fard Bell, founder of Born CEO Leadership Academy, best-selling author of the book Born to Rule: 7 Steps to Claiming Your Freedom and Living Your Purpose. And the Born CEO movement is all about helping people who want to become who they were truly born to be, do what they were born to do, and overcome every obstacle along the way. Our nonprofit, Born CEO Leadership Academy, our values are about leadership development, economic empowerment, and social justice. And this is what I call the Born CEO movement. And so I'm excited for this morning because we've been talking about what I call leading from the dream and leading with the dream. And this morning, we're going to hear from some of our born CEOs, our fellow born CEOs, who have been impacted by this concept of what it means to lead from the dream and what it means to lead with the dream as well. And so I'm going to share my screen here in just a moment. And for those who are new to the Born CEO movement, these slides that you're about to see, you can find at BornCEO.com/campus, or click campus when you go to BornCEO.com. And at the top, you'll see campus tour, the YouTube channel, different resources. For those that are looking for our free resources, we have a free resource on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern time for the free meetup, level 0, ground zero, we should call it. Level 1 is the Born CEO Vault. For those that are like, I really want coaching, but financially, I'm not really in a position yet to be able to invest the way I'd like to. That's what level 1 was designed for. It's actually the foundation of all of the coaching resources that are available. Starting at level 1, right now it's only like $20 a month, and actually do real coaching with you once a month for a leadership and business boot camp with all kinds of resources. But things really kick in at level 2, and that's that VIP mentoring. And right now, at the time of this overview, this is February the 19th, in the first quarter of 2026, those who invest in level 2 VIP mentoring get access to level 3 and level 4 benefits. So now's the time to take advantage of it while it's in place. But what we're about to hear from, and there's a video that I did, but we're about to hear from one of our Born CEO family members who has been greatly impacted and inspired by this concept of living from the dream and leading leading with the dream. So I want to turn it over to none other than my dear friend, financial freedom. I was about to say financial freedom professional, financial services professional for over 25 years.
Yeah.
Just a major part of the Born CEO movement. I'll let you say who you are and who you're the Born CEO of. Turn it over to Mr. Lucius Williamson.
Good morning. I'm Lucius Williamson. I'm the Born CEO. I'm in Sacramento, California. I'm the Born CEO of Lucius Williamson Incorporated. Now, first thing you got to have that I found, you got to have the 10-step game plan checklist.
Now, who are you talking to, Mr. Williamson? So we got a few different groups of people. Hold on one second. So just to set this up, we got different people listening here. We've got people who are building a traditional entrepreneurial business, like you, which you're very familiar with as a financial services professional. We have people that are building a nonprofit. We have people that are building an influencer brand. We have people that are in network marketing, building a network marketing business. But first, tell us what does this concept of leading from the dream and leading with the dream mean to you? no matter who you're talking to, what does that concept mean to you of leading from the dream and leading with the dream?
Leading from the dream is each and every one of us has a dream. We have a dream, but we've been taught to downplay our dream and just do what we're told. Especially my generation, you better not open your mouth and say anything other than what you're told to do. Well, Coach is introducing us to the fact that the Lord's given each and every one of us a dream and the opportunity to be able to fulfill that dream that he gave you. So then what I'm doing with no matter what you're pursuing, you're an influencer, entrepreneur, whoever you talk to, what better conversation can you have with a person than to ask them, Lucius, so I know you're successful in life and you've accomplished this and you've accomplished that, but what's the one dream that you always wanted to do and you haven't done it yet? What is it? The one thing that if their money was no object, all your bills paid, you have no debt, you're traveling wherever you go, and you got this extra money, $1 million. What would you do with it that would make a positive impact on the world that you live in today before you go home to the Lord? What would you do? And what I'm finding out is people have no idea. You want to start a conversation that where they've never gone before, ask them about the real dream. Not the travel, not to pay the bill. That's what this world tells us to do, but their real dream that nobody really knows because they didn't want to think they were crazy. They didn't want to think because the world will beat you down. We know that. But lifting you up, it's not good at. So when I ask people I talk to that, I haven't got one answer above pay off my bills and travel without going into a deeper conversation with them. But once they can visualize it, then they say, now we should really start having a conversation.
I think we lost signal for a second. He'll be right back.
Oh no,
Hopefully.
it was just getting good.
Okay, we lost you for a second. There you go. You said now we're
Okay.
having a real conversation.
Now we're having a real conversation. Because when you ask that question, you got to be ready for what they think it is. And you got to let them know that's not it. Okay. Pay my house off. Nope, that's good. That's already taken care of. I want to pay my bills off. That's good. That's already taken care of. I want to travel. That's good. You got the money to do that. And you still got this $1 million. What would you do with that $1 million to make a positive impact on the world that you live in the day before you leave? Now the conversation is totally different because now they're sitting back in the chair. And for the first time, you see them really thinking. And I get all kinds of answers. But what I do get is humility, humanitarian. They don't want the name on the building. They want to do something that they see. I've gotten from feed the children, start schools, and anything else they can think of. I got people that said they want to go to third world countries and build nothing else but a facility where they can have pure, clean running water. That's what they would do with the $1 million. Now, those are things that we don't talk about. So the next thing I say is, well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you be able to do that. And we're using Legal Shield, or we'll have a tool that we're going to use that's going to help us to get there. So they look at
So
me,
good.
they look at me and they say, I said, I know you don't believe me, but what if I'm right? I'm right, because there's nothing else I've come across that's going to help you achieve the one thing in life that you always wanted to achieve. So now, in order to do that, you got to commit to change.
So before you go deeper, Mr. Williamson, first of all, put up some hearts. How many feel the impact and got a practical example of how to have the dream conversation? And even if you weren't in the business that you're in, Mr. Williamson, let's say you weren't in the legal services business, isn't this still a valuable conversation to have with people just to help impact people's lives? And no
If
matter
you,
what they do?
yes, if you want to have a conversation with people, now people today, especially the younger one, they don't want to talk about family. They don't want to talk about occupation. They don't want to talk about recreation. They don't want to talk about motivation because they figure you're invading their privacy and they're more standoffish. But when you walk up to them and you say, I know you don't, this is what I say to them. I said, I know you don't want to work 40 years like your parents did and then get a pension check because you may not be able to do that. I know you don't want to work as long as they did on the job. And I said, I know that what you want is you want a whole lot of money in a short period of time. Am I wrong? No. So then my next question is, so what's your plan?
There it is. Stop right there. How many would agree? Put the word plan in the chat if you know more people need a dream and more people need a plan for their dream. And how many would agree that the world would be a better place if people really started believing that they had a dream and they actually realized that there are resources available to help them achieve their dream and they actually started doing it? So I'm going to pause right there and pivot for a second, Mr. Williamson, because leading with the dream is a part of what we do here at the BornCEO movement. We wake people up, whether we go into business with that person or not, whether it's just somebody you'll never talk to again. Part of what we believe in here at the BornCEO movement is letting people know who they were born to be, reminding people who they were born to be. There's someone great you were born to be. There's something great you were born to do. And no matter what obstacles you may face along the way, we have answers that you can overcome those obstacles. And if they don't have any other resources in place, send them to BornCEO.com/meetup. Send them BornCEO.com so they can take advantage of the free resources. Send them a book to read to recommend them. Introduce them to an environment that can help them start to grow, whether it's here or something else. But what we're talking about here with the BornCEO movement is leading from your dream and then leading with the dream. Now, you found something at BornCEO.com the other day, Mr. Williamson. I'm going to put it up. And
Don't put it up yet, Coach. Let me
oh,
say one
okay,
more thing.
go ahead.
But now, in order for this to work,
No,
you
no,
got
you.
when you're in this conversation with a person, the first thing you got to understand, they have no idea what they want. Cause when you see that look in their eye, like deer in the headlights, they're lost. So what I say is, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So then what I do is, then like you taught us, be able to share my dream, to let them know this is something real. Like I said, I want a
Let,
foundation.
yeah,
Okay.
let's hear yours.
I want a foundation for children where they have the opportunity to open their mind and explore the gift that God has given them, and not be controlled by the education system of this country, where they only can do what that system tells them they can do, but where they have the freedom to go to a school where they have the freedom and can be comfortable and appreciated for being an individual and not a collective part of a herd of sheep, like we're being taught. So then, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, okay, our coach has created a visual. Okay. And then and I just discovered this. Our coach has created a visual that'll give you an idea of what Dream Bigger is all about. Uh-huh. So where BornCEO.com/campus. Now visualize you talking to people in the world that have never done this for the most part. So then we know that our mind thinks in pictures. So when I saw his visual, that's going to be part of my presentation, so that they don't lose it, because you're trying to get them to take 1,000 words and see a dream. But when we have a visual to show them as an example of how Coach Farr has taken his vision and made it's taken it from his mind and put it on paper. What's the next one, Coach? Okay. Because see, by being a nonprofit, now you don't need any money from the government. You got your own $1 million every year that you can put into it and make it work the way you want it and work the way you have the vision to work. Whoever I'm talking to, I'm talking about their vision. And this may not be what you want, but I'm giving you an idea how it can be. The next one, Coach. So then on Thursday night, on personal development meetup, we're doing a weekly Dream Bigger development meeting. So you can see that. Did I get that right, Coach?
You got it. Keep on going.
Okay, the next one, please. Now, once you get that vision, now you got to put it on paper. Now you got to decide how you're going to build it. So like he has the School of Financial Freedom. We just talked about that. Imagine if your children and your grandchildren had the freedom and the money to do what they wanted to do to impact society from a positive point of view. Next one, Coach. By you being the generation that helps them to start their own six-figure side gig. Next one, Coach. And not only that, freedom for traditional entrepreneurs, because I don't know, you don't know. That's why they have you take this. At some churches, they have us take a gift test to find out who we are and what we are. So in the Freedom School, you'll be able to do that. Next one, Coach. And you'll know how to talk to influencers, people that can help you with your dream, with your vision, where none of the money has to come in, or the people that you meet has to come in from the government. Because once the government's in it, it's over. Freedom School for network marketers, whatever it is. Some people like to talk to people on network. I do. Next one. Freedom School for nonprofit builders. There's a lot of things we need to know how to do. Next one, Coach. This is the one that transformation and implementation coaching, because we've been conditioned to do everything one way. the coach has a dream that your mind needs to be transformed and implanted with new information so that you can be somebody. Next one, coach. This is what I like about coach is he don't only just give you the big picture, he tells you how to do the day by day, systemize and automate the business. And this is his best friend, AI. Okay. Now, look, when we first started, there used to be AI. Now it's Jarvis. Okay. All right. So
That's the name of mine.
That's yeah. Okay. Next one, coach. Check out the Born CEO store. As you see, everybody's part of the movement. That's why this is more than just making money. We're talking about a movement. You're fulfilling your dream is a movement. So I'm going to start, as a coach, got products and services available to you. But everybody needs a blueprint to start from. When a person builds a house, he saw somebody else's house, or he had a dream and he went down there looking for the blueprints. If he didn't have the blueprints, they didn't have the blueprints, he created his own blueprint. But it started somewhere and it just grows. So that's an example of our coach's dream. It doesn't have to be yours, but I just wanted to show you an example of what can happen when you really open your mind and dream. And that's what we're here for, to help you achieve your dream. That's it.
Love it. Everybody put up some hearts for Mr. Lucius Williamson. So good.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
So good. He called me up and said, I just stumbled upon this presentation. He's like, man, I'm using this. And he was explaining how is giving him an example of how to cast a vision. You know, there's a passage that says, write the vision and make it plain on tablets that they might run who read it. And so I want to hear from you all. What are you all taking away from this concept of leading with the vision and leading from the vision?
This is the most notes I've ever taken. The foundation for children, and it's not the system, but a foundation of education for freedom dreaming. Being a nonprofit means your dreams are already funded from a higher power of abundance.
I'd like to say something.
Oh, one moment. Were you done, Ms. Kramer?
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I should have said back to you.
Oh yeah. let us know your name and who you are. Who are you the Born CEO of?
Oh, this is Rachel Kramer out of Las Vegas, Nevada, the Born CEO of Rachel Kramer Incorporated.
All right, put up some hearts. All right, Ms. Glover.
Okay, thank you. My name is Deidre Glover out of the Houston area, and I am the Born CEO of Deidre Glover Incorporated. I just love this. Just speaks to me, this topic. And Mr. Williamson, you really cast a picture when you laid it out there like Coach showed you. And you know, for people who in my age group, I don't know how many people are out there like myself. Until I started here, I never heard anything about dreaming and what is your dream and what God wants you to be. And I never, I mean, it is a totally different way, a totally new concept to me. And so I don't know. I bet you it's a lot of people out there, especially in my age group, the people who were told to go to school, get a good grade, go to college, get good grades, and then go to work and then work for 30 or 40 years And I know there's people out there like me who know that. And so when you ask someone, well, what is your dream? You do have to dig. I see how you would have to really dig for a person to really come to what it is they really feel like they could do and how they could impact the world, and to not leave this world not fulfilling something that God wanted them to do. I mean, because it does cause you to have regrets. I've heard people talk about what they wish they would have done and the regrets that they
Mhm.
had when they were ill. And so this is awe inspiring. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of people out there that need to hear about this and just hear this right here. Um, Coach, thank you for letting me share this. It
You're
means so
welcome.
much to me to hear it, and I will not keep it to myself if I don't tell anyone but my family members, because they do not dream. When you grow up in a certain way, really, really poor and just getting food, clothing, and shelter, and barely getting those, you don't think about dreams. They're long gone. So thank you for causing me to think like this, and I'm going to take it, and if I don't share with anyone else, I'm going to share with my family. Thank you for letting me share that.
You're welcome. And before you go, put up some hearts for Miss Glover, you all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Listen to how this is affecting Miss Glover alone. So this is a part of our mission with the Born CEO movement. And I want everybody to watch a movie called Pay It Forward. And if you've seen it before, I want you to watch it again. Pay It Forward. Pay It Forward with Kevin Spacey. And but I want everybody to pay this forward, this dream conversation, with that pay it forward mindset, and just start dreaming again yourself. And we don't just talk about dreams for the sake of dreaming. Like, we actually do it. We're actually doing something towards our dreams. We're empowering ourselves to live those dreams. The Born CEO movement is about giving people the resources to become the leader they were born to be, to do what they were born to do, this dream we're talking about, and to overcome every obstacle along the way. If you didn't fully know how to articulate what the Born CEO movement is about, now you do. Become who you were born to be, do what you were born to do, and overcome every obstacle along the way. How many obstacles? Every obstacle. So
Every.
Miss Glover, what is your dream now that you've been in this environment and your dreams are starting to awaken? What's your
I
answer
hate to.
to that question? If you could only do one thing to make a positive impact in this world beyond what you do for your family and your legacy and yourself, what would be that one thing you would do if you had this $1 million dream and the $1 million plus budget to fund it?
Uh, I hate to be honest and tell you, Coach. I've had like two or three, and I keep
Sure.
vacillating. I cannot make my mind up on which one is it.
Don't worry about it. Just share what's coming up in your heart. That's all this
Okay,
exercise is. Just share
let me tell you
what
what.
comes up in your heart.
A few years ago, let me tell you what I wanted to do. Since I have I have a tendency to focus on other people. So I started thinking about me, and I said, what would I do if I had some money? I would actually build, not build, but any kind of shelter somewhere that I could go, and I could encourage women to come to once a week, that we could go there and we could fast. We could fast for 1 week. And some people want to fast from uh, uh, smoking. Some people want to fast from sugar. Me, I came from the sugar standpoint, because I have been eating sugar all my life. It is something I would love to stop eating forever and not be impacted by it. And if I could just have 1 week to stay off of it. And I know it's some more people out there that would love to come to my place and just stay for 1 week, and we just congregate and talk and sing and dance and do whatever it is we wanted to do, but stay off of those foods that we would love to stay off of just for 7 days. and then go back to where we live, go back to do whatever we do, but at least have that 1 week to cleanse ourselves, and at least know that, you might backslide you might backslide, but at least you could go here. You got this place to come to that you can get clean and whenever you want to, and just a place like that. If I had the money, and that's one of them. And the next thing is I would purchase land, because I would love to have my family living on a compound, and we would all be within walking distance from each other to do that. And then I would like to travel with my family. That's it.
That is so good. Who felt that? Miss Glover, before you got on, somebody was talking about trying to get off of coffee this
Yes.
morning, literally this
Yes.
morning.
Wow.
How to break that addiction to coffee.
Yes.
And here you are sharing about this dream. And
Yes.
I dare you to do it.
Are you serious? You think that would be it? Because I have a problem with sticking to what it is.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's it. It doesn't have to be an it. And Ms. Abraham's going to say something in a moment. But don't worry about the it. My question is that something that God's put in your heart to do?
Yeah. Yeah. I really, yeah. Because I run into people all the time and say, girl, I wish I could just get off of these cigarettes, or I wish I could just, oh my God, I love sugar. And that's me, you know?
Do you feel
Um,
like that's something God wants done?
I do. Because I believe that we could do more for God because sugar makes us not feel well. And then I know that if you feel well, you'll be able to do more, of whatever it is you want to do. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm sure
Do
there's
you
someone else out there.
do you do you believe it will make a positive impact in the world?
I do. I do. I do.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, even if this wasn't your life's work, even if this was just one of the things God wanted you to do, would it be worth it?
Yes.
Would you
Yes.
feel fulfilled?
Yes. I feel like I helped somebody along the way
If you
to
knew,
get them started.
if you committed to this, and this was a part of why you were building your business, would it give you another sense of passion and joy, energy and vision to build your business more successfully?
Yes.
Would this be
Yes.
a vision that would make it easier for you to have conversations with people about why you're building your business?
Yes.
Would you enjoy having this conversation with people?
Well, I think I would.
Would
Oh
this
my God,
help you? Go ahead, keep talking.
I think I would. I think I would. If I spoke to somebody and they said, yeah, I would come to that. I would come to your place, and I mean, I'd walk away feeling, you know what? Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. This is going to help somebody. Yes, I would enjoy this.
Oh, watch this. Everybody help me out. Put a 7 in the chat if you or somebody you know would want to go to her facility. And if it's you, put me. And then if it's somebody you would refer, put referral or refer, or put both if the answer is both. I want to go.
Uh,
I want to go.
wow.
And like you said, it doesn't have to be, some people it might be sugars. It sounds like it's a place, anybody that wants to detox from something,
Yes.
anybody that
Yes.
wants to break free from something. It sounds like it's a positive, supportive, healthy distraction from the
Yes.
withdrawals.
Yes. Wow.
Are there other people who would want to see your vision come to reality and would want to support you
Huh.
if you shared it with them?
Hadn't thought of that one.
The answer is yes.
Wow.
Are there other
You know,
people? If are there other people that would want to help you fund it?
Oh my
yes.
goodness.
The answer is yes.
Mm.
So this doesn't and I hope everybody, I want you all to take your dream, your answer to the question, and put yourself in this conversation that I'm having with Ms. Glover right now. It's not so much about this is my life work and I'm dedicating my whole life to this one thing. What it's about is it something that's been put on your heart to do? And let me ask you this, Ms. Glover. Would you
Okay.
regret doing it?
No, not at all. I know I wouldn't. I
Let me
know I
ask you
wouldn't.
from the other end. Would you regret not doing it?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I think I would. Because I would say to myself, what would have happened if I would have done that? You know, uh ooh, yeah. I think that I would say to myself, I should have done that when I thought about it, and I should have worked toward it. And yeah, I would have. I
Now,
would have.
what if at the end of your life, you're having a conversation with your maker,
Mm,
and he said, what did you do with the dream I gave you? I'm talking to everybody right now. What did you do with that dream I gave you? What did you do with the gifts I gave you? What did you do with the idea that I put on your spirit? What did you do with the business I gave you to fund it? What did you do with the people I put in your life to help empower you to do it? What did you do with all the mentorship you had access to?
mm,
What did you do with the time I gave you? I gave you all that time. What did you do with the money I gave you access to? I connected you with all kinds of people to help you fund it, to help you do it, to volunteer. Did you tell them the vision? Did you even give them a chance to support it? Did you take baby steps? Okay, you felt overwhelmed. Did you take any baby steps toward it? Or did you bury it like the wicked servant that buried the talents
mm.
and did nothing with it? Gave me no return on what I invested in them.
Wow.
And would you want to hear, away with me, you wicked servant? Like the one who buried it? Or well done, my good and faithful servant.
Mm,
Well done, my daughter. Well done, my son. You took what I gave you and you multiplied it. You brought me glory. You brought me honor. You
mm,
fulfilled what I placed inside of you. You made a positive impact in this world. You brought a piece of heaven to earth in your lifetime. And it has eternal impact. That's that E at the top of Purpose Trail.
mm.
Ensure eternal impact. How do you feel, Ms. Glover? What are you taking away from this?
I don't know. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. Thank you. I feel I'm so glad you asked me that. I'm just glad I got on here today, that I was able to open my mouth and say what I wanted to do and what I had thought about doing. And thank you. Thank you. I feel
You're
great.
welcome. You gonna do
You know
it?
what I heard?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm already, yes, I got me a little notepad in here, and I'm going to write as I get ready for my appointment. I'm going to write down my little ideas, because I need to write them down or else.
So you're gonna start taking baby steps toward it?
Yes, I am. It's giving me a whole new yeah. I'm more ready to now. I'm ready to go out there and talk to some people.
Do you
Yes.
have a do you have a way to fund it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting ready to go out there and talk
No,
to
no,
some
no. Let me
people so
ask
I
you,
can.
let me ask you
Yes,
again.
I do. I have a way, a sure way. Yes,
Oh, she said
I
not just
now
a
have a
way,
way.
a sure way. And
Yes, I do.
and now watch this, Miss Glover. Y'all ready? Watch this. Would you be willing? What if you hosted a Zoom once a week where you shared your vision?
Host the Zoom once a week. I'm writing this down. Yes, I would.
She didn't even hear the
And
rest yet. She's like, I'm on it. Where you shared
yes,
your
yes, I
vision
would. Yes, I
and you
would,
told,
Jacian.
go ahead.
Would I be when I host the Zoom? Would I host the Zoom coming from this standpoint? Go
Yes,
ahead and finish what you were saying. Would I host a
yes.
Zoom?
I'm hosting a Zoom this week. I'm going to be sharing about my big vision and my plan to pull it off. And I would love your support.
Okay. Uh,
I
Coach,
would love your feedback. I would love, some people I can help. And in fact, you might even be able to, it might help you with your dream. But I'm hosting a Zoom. Can I count? It's going to be on this day at this time. Can I count on you to be on there?
wow.
And you can have one of your business partners or mentors come and share what the business plan is behind your
Uh,
dream.
okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Everybody
how
unmute
she's,
your line and make some noise for Miss Deidre Glover. Woo,
yeah.
woo.
Miss
Woo!
Glover,
Thank
that
That's
was
you.
right.
amazing.
All
Oh my
right.
gosh,
Amazing.
Yes.
so
Mm-hmm.
inspirational. This is
Miss
You know how
awesome.
Abraham,
she started?
Miss
You know how
Abraham, you
she
go first.
started off? You know how
Hold
she
on one
Mm-hmm.
second.
started off?
Hold on one second. Miss Abraham.
Hey, Miss Glover, before you hop off, I know you said you had an appointment. I can inform your start on this project.
Okay.
A group of us ladies that had some things in common. We read the book together and did a 40-day sugar fast. And we met every morning at 6:30 a.m. and we discussed the book. And so that's a jump start because you will be able to go ahead and grab those people you've already spoken with, find a meeting time, and you guys can simply read through that book together. It's called the 40-day sugar fast.
Thank you.
And it's something you can do just over Zoom. It'll get you started. You can also begin to take donations toward uh, renting a facility because you don't have to wait until you can build one. You can start assessing who would be interested in a 7-day getaway to go deeper and and go ahead and start a program with a landing page where you are raising funding to go ahead and do a 7-day retreat. And then as you do those retreats and make profits, you can set a portion of those profits aside toward the goal of getting your own facility. And of course, we can always talk more one-on-one, but I've actually participated in the 40-day sugar fast. It is very impactful. It's empowering. And I want to segue into my thoughts about strategic positioning. And this 3M Mastermind, I call it 3M, Miracle Morning Mastermind. It's strategic positioning. One of the things that has really catapulted me and to be more of a disciple of the Born Leadership Academy. I'm not on as often, but it's not because I've lost the vision. It's because I'm fully engaging the vision. And it's like Christ. Once the disciples were trained, they didn't sit up under Christ. They had to go out and take the message out to the world. And so a couple of ways that I have employed the power of leading with the dream is I no longer let people come into my space without first having that conversation. And because I'm INTJ, that's extremely busy. I'm working on my doctorate. I'm running the business. Still a mother, grandmother. I have created a form that when people want to talk to me, they have to go through the dream process because that also helps me to identify people qualified to take advantage of my time. And so that strategic positioning, being in an environment where you can connect to the people and the resources that will empower you to walk in your dream. So this is a mirror reflection for me, because as you shared your dream, you're reflecting back to me. Wow, I have resources that she can utilize to get this kicked off in a major way.
Thank
And
you.
then that helped me to understand that, hey, Faith, when you get out there and get to sharing your dream more in big arenas on different stages, as you expose yourself, I'm engaging groups. I just joined some new groups even this morning. And as we lead our conversations with our dream, motivating others to open up about sharing their dreams, then I see the provision of the scripture that says he's already given us everything that pertains to life and godliness.
Yeah.
We just have to position ourselves in alignment with the divine plan so that we can take advantage of strategic positioning. My name is
Yeah.
Faith Abraham. I am born CEO of Faith Abraham Incorporated, and I'm landing my plane.
Thank you,
Put up
Faith.
some hearts.
Wow.
I know y'all. Go ahead and
Beautiful.
unmute, make some
Wow.
noise. Woo, woo.
That's awesome, Faith. Okay, so now I need to fill out this
OMG.
form just to get to you.
You got
No, ma'am, you're a part of the strategic. Look, you're
Oh,
a part of the strategic positioning. I've already
okay.
heard yours, so no, that's not for you. But feel free to
I
hit me
got
up
your phone number. I will be calling you a little later today.
yeah, or hit me up on Messenger, or hop on my Calendly.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you.
Do y'all see what just happened right now?
Such a
Wow.
connection.
This
And you know how
is
this started?
this
It's
this
How did it
is
start? How did it start, Rachel?
it started with you saying, I don't want to sound selfishless. That's it. And all of
Mm,
this came from you. You're
mm.
not, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay.
Thank you. Mhm.
and I don't even see this as selfish. I don't know what this myth we have around selfishness and all that stuff. It's about
Yes.
alignment. When we are in alignment with our dreams and our calling and we step forward, it starts with us getting ourselves into alignment. And then it impacts other people along the way. Ms. Abraham?
Yeah, I just want to clarify about self. What's really happening, Deidre, it's not being selfish, it's actually finding self. You're finding the self that God had already buried in there, but I call it life and people and places and things. They lay templates over that divine self that was already there.
Mm.
So open up your revelation. You're not being selfish. You're finally tapping into the divine self that God had imparted into you. And the scripture said, before I knew you, I mean,
Yeah.
before you were created in your mother's womb, I knew you. And so
Yes.
you're tapping into that divine self. And don't let that be reframed as selfish. That's focused on the divine self that God purposed as a seed to grow what he wanted to harvest it in this world.
Okay, well, let me clarify. When I got started, I said, I've always spent time thinking about other people and trying to help other people, as like encouraging people, write a book, write a book. Why don't you write a book? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? So now I started to thinking about myself and looking to have self-love for myself. And so now I'm going inward. And that's what I meant when I said, I always reached out to help others and to do this for family and friends and whoever. So now I'm focusing on me, and that's how I came out with that. So thank you.
So good. So good. All right, we're
Mm.
wrapping up. Mr. Mehdi, give us a rapid fire.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Mehdi. I'm zooming in from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a born CEO of Mehdi Mirza Incorporated. Family. After I read the Think and Grow Rich, Dr. Gonzalez, he said, what I'm gonna do with $1 million in 30, almost day after, the person who had $1 million walked to his office and handed to him $1 million. He said, come to my office. And he started with ITT Institute in Chicago. He said, I was planning to do, he had these ideas 2 years ago. He said, oh my God, I'm 2 years behind. He said, if I could write it down, that idea, what am I going to do with $1 million? That person could come to my office 2 years ago. There is, I'm telling you, family, my goal is, my dream is, just pay $5 million helping dream biggers, including people who have a charity. I want to give 85% to Dream Bigger and 15% to other charity, because I know Dream Bigger going through a lot these days. And my fund, I was before, when my challenging was lower, my saving for helping others was lower. As long as I went to higher level of the challenging, I decided to fund it more to Dream Biggers. We have to write it down. Oh my gosh, chief aim is number one. Again, I don't want to take too much time from you all.
Love it.
I want to help $5 million. I want to have saving $5 million to help Dream Biggers and other charity. I love you all. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
I love you too, brother. Put up some hearts for CEO Mehdi. Listen, family, this is it. Let's go lead with the dream. Lead with the dream. Lead with your dream. Say it. Something happens when you say it out loud. The more you say it out loud in a safe environment, the stronger you get, the more clear you get, the more you start to become one with it. You start to create it on several different levels, first in the spirit, and then on paper, and then in reality. First in the spirit, then on paper, and then in physical reality. So translate it, speak it, own it, and let's go out there and pay it forward, sharing your dream and waking up others with their dream. And when they start wondering, well, where am I going to find the time, the money, the support, the resources? Let them know. Give them some resources. Have some resources to offer them. And let's all make this world a better place. Have a great day, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.